Welcome to my channel. What you're about to witness is a compilation of a 6-part video series entitled 2025 Shelter Series. And in this compilation video, I've taken small little clips, important little clips out of the entire 6-part series and put them all into one video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you'd like, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can find the playlist and watch the entire series. I didn't include all the clips in this video, so there's a lot of good stuff missing. The whole objective of this overnight challenge, this 24-hour overnight survival challenge, was to bring one item, and that one item was intended to be a ferro rod. There's no axe, there's no knife, there's no tarp, there's no cordage, there's no stoves, pots, pans, any of that kind of stuff that you would normally take on an outdoor adventure. However, I did bring my knife, and I also brought a steel water bottle for boiling water because there was no clean water source in the immediate area. As well, I had my backpack, which has some recording equipment, first aid kit, and some other emergency supplies just in case things went wrong. I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get it going. Cheers.
A good vibe about this particular spot. We have a fairly large cedar here, and the bark looks fantastic for, fire starting capabilities. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up by these two trees, and I see a big fir stump there. It's probably fat wood in that. You can tell it's elevated, it's above the creek, so it's probably not gonna flood in here. Oh, I'm really liking this spot actually. This feels right. Do that. I mean, I see lots of firewood around too, so I'm gonna do that and spend some time here. This is a nice spot. We just heard an owl. Wow, what a treat. Super rare to hear owls out here. They're here, but you very seldom hear them. This is what's caught my eye. This piece right here is quite substantial, and I don't have to cut anything live. That's kind of the objective, is to try and avoid damaging anything that's live. Yeah, like that. Something like that, I think, might work. I don't need it that high, of course. I think I'll go down about there. So I'm gonna lash that onto there. So we got our debris on top here. It took about 10 minutes to put this together. So it's just basically some sticks across the top of the frame. And like I said, there's moss all over. So next thing I'm gonna do is try and find some moss and some more, maybe some bark to go on top of it. It's not actually that much room in here once you get in here, but I think that's going to help with keeping heat in. Here's the update in my shelter. You can see there's not a lot of room under here, and I'm gonna have to clean some of it up a bit, but yeah, no, there will be no tea. And I'm willing to bet that these fresh greens are tastes like a banana peel or something, I think. See if I can get some fat wood off it, maybe. Probably get something of that. It looks very likely to have some. Whoa. Actually, almost looks like a bear den right there. Yeah, something's sleeping in here. Interesting, look at that. Right there, a big pile of shit. Jeez. And that's only 15 feet away from my shelter site. Here's a fine example of, look around before you decide on your shelter site. I don't know what that could be. It's bizarre. I haven't seen anything like that before. There's a nice piece of firewood right there. One of the key things about having a good campsite is having easily accessible firewood, I'd have no problem sustaining a fire here. Oh, this is a cedar I was talking about. Trying to find some bark on it that we could use. Like right here, it's got some fairly dry bark. Yeah, that's nice and dry. So I'm just using the spine of my knife to scrape this cedar bark, and you can already see, you know, makes a really nice tinder. In this forest, there's plenty of opportunity to find that kind of dry fir firewood. And as you can see, it has no problem burning because it is bone dry. It's not even, you can't even hear any crackling or anything. It's as simple as I can make it. The only non-natural materials I did use was about, I don't know, maybe 15 feet of paracord. And that's just to lash the piece to the tree, as you can see. Nothing fancy. Hopefully it can hold the weight. Oh, there's some garbage. I don't want to leave that. Hopefully, you know, we can keep the majority of the weather off me. This looks like a good spot to try and catch some of those little freshwater lobsters we call crayfish. Not really sure how many of these I'm going to actually need. So next step is just to strip the leaves off them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Basically determining the diameter of the opening of the trap down below here by pushing these sticks in. So essentially I'm just jamming into the sand to hold them in place. It's basically what I'm trying to achieve. Now I'll just weave my ferns all the way through and around and up, and then kind of form it into a cone as it gets tighter at the top. There it is. You know, it's magnificence. Now I gotta figure out something for bait. Maybe I'll dig up a log or something, I don't know. Trap ready. I'm gonna deploy it down here. So I got an earthworm in there. And we'll try and get this in the water a bit. Here. You want it to be facing the right way up. Let's try that. Take this off so I stop sweating. Oh, got a little spark. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, had a flame. I got fire. I got fire. Oh, I got fire. The nice thing about this old growth fir is it really throws heat. Has a lot of BTUs in it. And hopefully I've just pulled apart that half that stump. There's a huge pile of wood right behind the camera. So I think if I keep it reasonably small like this and just go in all night, I think I'll be okay. Crayfish trap set. I'll go back down in a couple hours and check it. See if it's gonna produce anything. Well, nothing exciting's happened. Just sitting around my camp. A little bit bored. I don't really know what to do. Kind of sucks not having my saw or my axe. You don't realize how much you depend on that until you don't have it, I guess. So, I don't know. I do have a knife, but I'm trying to use it as little as possible. That's another thing, like not having a tarp. I usually have a tarp with me or some sort of shield from the water. And I don't have that. Some of these little things, this little plant here, I don't know what it is. I just picked the leaves and stuck them in my cup and poured some boiling water on them. It's not too bad. It's just brewing right now. Still alive, 4:30 p.m. Do not want to fall off this sucker. I don't really see anything in it. Well, look, my worm's still in there. There it is. So, obviously didn't work. Head back to camp, I guess, empty-handed. If I had dinner to eat, I'd eat it right there, sitting right on that log, right there. But I don't, so. 6:30, just listening to birds chirp and frogs ribbit. It's just so peaceful out here. Ooh, the elves are going crazy now. Sounds like monkeys. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I'm starving to death. Anyways, I think this might be the end until morning because I'm low on batteries. But or I might fall asleep, I don't know. But yeah, stay dirty, stay dusty, and stay in the bush. Oof, that was cold for a bit there. The problem with this firewood is it's hard to have a small fire. It's just so flammable, so much pitch in it. It really is. It is pretty hot stuff. Never even know I was here. So by the time I get back to my Jeep, then will be 24 hours. Another one in the books. Made it out back to the Jeep safe and sound. A lot to learn from this trip. Really makes me feel grateful for some of the gear that I do normally carry. But one thing I am noticing this morning is it's definitely spring. So hopefully you can get dirty, get dusty, and get in the bush.